So Trump, people are going nuts because Trump does not give a shit, right? He knows he's not going to be removed from office, and so he's just sticking it right in their fucking faces. Like, so he comes out and he does this. They went nuts when he did this. Watch this.
Well, I would think that if they were honest about it, they'd start a major investigation into the Bidens. It's a very simple answer. They should investigate the Bidens, because how does a company that's newly formed, and all these companies, if you look at, and by the way, likewise, China should start an investigation.
He wants China, just like a fucking scummy corporate guy, he wants to outsource the job to China. It's kind of amazing. He just does it. He's got China should look in, everybody fucking that thing. The thing I'm not supposed to say, I'm saying it at the top of my lungs. I'm screaming over a fucking helicopter so you can hear me saying, China! He doesn't give a shit because he's playing the fucking Democrats again like a fiddle. You know why? Because they're fucking idiots. That's why. Instead of opposing him for committing a genocide in Yemen or for sending our troops to guard somebody else's oil or all the other shit he's doing, they're going to come after him for something that exposes their own corruption. Here we go.
The Bidens. Because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine. So I would say that President Zelensky, if it were me, I would recommend that they start an investigation into the Bidens, because nobody has any doubt that they weren't crooked. That was a crooked deal, 100%. He had no knowledge of energy, didn't know the first thing about it. All of a sudden, he's getting $50,000 a month, plus a lot of other things. Nobody has any doubt. And they got rid of a prosecutor who was a very tough prosecutor. They got rid of him. Now they're trying to make it the opposite way, but they got rid. So if I were the president, I would certainly recommend that of Ukraine.
So if you're so corrupt that even Trump notices, you probably shouldn't be running for president. Joe Biden is so corrupt that a guy who can't even denounce neo-Nazis can explain Biden's corruption fucking perfectly.
It's like they have so many things to beat him on, just straight up. Go after he ran on an anti-interventionist stance. He said, why are we in Afghanistan? He upped the troop counts, right? Do that. He said to Obama, why are you in Syria? He's bombed Syria twice. He said, I'm going to drain the swamp. He gave a $1.5 trillion tax break to his millionaire buddies. Call out that shit. No.
The largest transfer of wealth in the history of our country. What are they talking about? Ukraine? Nobody wants the
fuck.
You know, rumor has it that he even asked Canada to look into this stuff because, well, it was after he saw Justin Trudeau in blackface. He was just like, why aren't we friends? And
then the Democrats, so let's say they were to get him impeached, then they're Mike Pence? So what's he gonna do? Fucking shock the gay out of people and outlaw lunch with women? What the fuck is he gonna do? Oh my! What happens when Mike Pence goes to lunch with women? Does he just flip out and just whip his cock out like, look what you made me do? How dare you bring your boobs to lunch? Like, what is he?
I think he turns into a series of bats and flies away.
Oh, I get it.
Like, I get it, Louis C.K. Hard to keep your dick in your pants at lunch.
Know how Trump does it, but even every time he would say China, I was somehow insulted, right? China! What? Oh.
Yeah, like he's one of those guys that's like, he's talking about Vietnam or something. Like, yeah, the fucking Chinese. No, it's Vietnam. Yeah, whatever. China. Laos, China. Well, fucking 6 and 1.
They should investigate Biden, whoever they are.
So the Democrats are going to try to impeach Trump so they can defend Hunter Biden's honor. That's what's happening. Oh, by the way, when he said that, everybody, did you see them freak out? It's like Russiagate all over again. We got him on my kid. So Hillary Clinton tweeted, someone should inform the president that impeachable offenses committed on national television still count.
I thought somebody should tell Hillary who wants to hear from her.
I said, if rigging a primary an impeachable offense, asking for a friend. So this idea that they're going to run against Trump because he's corrupt and they aren't is a losing strategy. And if that's how you try to do it, you're a loser because they're just as corrupt as Trump. In fact, they're more corrupt than Trump because they've had more opportunity to do more nefarious shit than Trump. She was the Secretary of State. Her husband was president for 8 years. They did a lot of horrible fucking shit. The crime bill, they deregulated Wall Street, they gutted welfare. What else didn't they goddamn do? Super predators, they're corrupt to the fucking hill. Private position, public position. She wants to export fracking around the world. They're 100,000% corrupt. And if they're gonna run against Trump at anti-corruption, they're losers. Get ready for 4 more years of Trump. And then maybe we'll get a third party. So here, you wanna know why Trump, so by the way, this show, it looks like a real news show, right? But the people on it, they tell the truth. So it's fucked that people are like, ugh. So they're tricking. They're tricking a lot of politicians right now. So by the way, here's why, before I get to them tricking politicians, here is why Donald Trump says that shit about China at the top of his lungs, because he knows he will never be removed. And here's the guy from the Hill to tell you.
Well, Trump is welcoming an impeachment trial. Warning bells should be going off for Democrats if that's the case.
It's an interesting strategy here.
Yeah.
Do you get the trial where he's acquitted in all likelihood?
Yeah.
Or, like Mitch McConnell is at least favoring, let's bring up a trial because he has to, he says, under the Senate rules.
Yeah, current Senate rules.
Current
right.
Senate rules. And then you have a motion to dismiss, which you had under Clinton, but remember, Republicans had both chambers.
Right.
Here you have the Democrats running the House, and Republicans. It's split government. So they could just dismiss it and avoid the trial. And
that's it. So it doesn't matter what Nancy Pelosi or the House does. In the Senate, Mitch McConnell will say, okay, let's have a trial. Let's have a motion. Should we have a trial? Let's have a vote. They vote against it, which they're going to, and then it gets dismissed. They only need a majority. That's it. They only need a majority to get rid of it, and that's it. So Trump knows this. And the Democrats are so stupid. That's because they don't have anything to fucking run on, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Biden is running on neoliberalism from 1994. They got nothing, right? And so this is it. All they have is impeachment, and they can't get out of their own way, and this is a big failure. That's why, so if you were wondering, why is Trump so cocky? That's why. Because he knows that, and half the country knows that. You know who doesn't? The other half of the country who watches CNN and MSNBC and reads the CIA, Washington Post, and the fucking New York Times. They have no idea what this guy just said. I do, and now you do, so fuck them. All right, here we go. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is November 5th in Buffalo, New York, November 17th in Philadelphia, and December 27th in Honolulu. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all of our live shows and become a patron or a Jimmy Dore Show member at jimmydorecomedy.com/join and support the show. We give you hours of bonus content every week. Thanks for your support.